guys, welcome back to She Knows. Today I have Jennifer Morrison with us, who is our May girl crush. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for stopping by and chatting with me.
My pleasure.
So first we want to talk to you about Once Upon a Time. As you guys know, she plays Emma in Once Upon a Time. Captain Hook is very involved, huh?
He is, he is.
What would you want to see happen with Emma and Captain Hook? Do you want them to hook up?
You know, it's hard because I try not to have too strong of opinions about all of this. You know, obviously everyone has their ships that they're very invested in. I didn't even know what a ship was when I started the show. I was like, what? They definitely have a connection. I definitely love working with Colin, which has been really fun because we have had a lot of stuff together this year, and we have a great time on set together, so that's always nice. But yeah, I mean, I like what they're doing with the writing. I would say, like, without giving anything away, despite it being complicated, I like where things are headed, and I feel like it's authentic and genuine in terms of what I think Emma would do at this point in her life.
Well, seeing that Neil died, I mean, I can imagine, like, that was emotional even being on set for you. I'm sure you get so into it. How was it on set that day? I mean, were you super connected to it, and did it affect you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we were all sad too because we all love Michael Raymond James, and obviously, you know, he's on to other things, and you know, it's all great. It's all for the best for everyone in life, but just selfishly, like, we all miss him. You know, we loved having him and his wife and their baby up in Vancouver, and it was just, they're just such a wonderful addition to the social life that we have up there. So selfishly, it was devastating. You know, they were a family that we didn't want to lose.
Well, I'm sure fans are going to miss him too, but are there any new characters or fairy tale characters that we can expect to meeting?
I'm trying to think who's coming in. We've been a little more, you know, economical about how many characters they've brought on this year. Last season, I think in season 2, we burned through a lot of one-offs of different stories about different fairy tales. Right. Whereas this season, we've kind of kept to just a smaller group. Like, we've had Robin Hood, we've had Tinkerbell, we've had Little Mermaid. I think pretty much everyone that we've met so far this season is sort of the world that we play in for the rest of the season, unless I'm forgetting something. And then I'm just interested to see what they do next season. Like, there is definitely a turn at the end where you will have a hint as to what's coming, but I think it's a very unexpected turn. I definitely didn't expect it.
Ooh, that sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Tell us about one storyline or something that you're super excited for fans to see.
Without giving away too much, the last 2 episodes...
You can give it away. You can give it away. It's fine.
No, I don't want to get in trouble. But the last 2 episodes, episodes 21 and 22, are a great adventure for Emma.
Are there any fairy tale characters that you personally love that you wish would make an appearance on the show?
Well, I had been wishing for Ariel, and then she came this year.
She's my favorite.
And on top of it is Joanna Garcia, who's one of my best friends. So I was like, this couldn't be better. Like, she's the perfect Ariel. She's one of my best friends. It's been so fun to have her up in Vancouver across the season and be able to hang out with her.
Yeah.
You know, another one was Tinkerbell, who Rose McIver plays, and she's become one of my best friends as well. They gave me lots of really fun girlfriends basically this year. I was like, oh, I actually have friends in Vancouver now. This is great.
You get to wear some of the coolest costumes.
Oh, thanks.
I was looking on your Twitter and you have this like beautiful gown on.
I know.
Do you ever get to
Gowns
keep
are happening all of a sudden
it?
for Emma. No, I mean, those gowns, what's amazing is Eduardo Castro, who is our costume designer, who is truly an artist. A lot of those gowns go into museums. He has all these, he has like museums in different places that show his work, and the workmanship is just so stunning. It's like all the little hand-done beading and details and everything, and the fabrics they choose, and it's really amazing, especially seeing the dresses up close. And this was the first season that Emma was like in ball gowns, so it was the first time I experienced that side of the show. And
did you like it?
I did. You know, it's funny because I kept getting asked, like, oh, are you jealous that everyone else gets to wear ball gowns? And I was like, you know, like, I'm pretty comfortable. I'm in my boots and my jeans, and everyone else is like trying to breathe in a corset.
It's probably not as much fun as it looks, yeah.
But then, like, having done it, I did enjoy it because I feel like you get to, I don't know, you just transform in a way where you feel like you're in a totally different world, and everything feels heightened and different. And
every girl dreams of that moment when you walk down the staircase and everyone's head turns.
I know. Well, it was so funny. Yeah, I actually did a scene with a ball gown where I turned to one of our producers. I go, "Where's my staircase?" And she was like, "There's not a staircase in this castle." I was like, "But I'm in a ball gown." I was like looking for the staircase to walk down because that's like the fantasy, you know.
Of course. So you have a few other projects going on. You are making your directorial debut, which is really exciting. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I'm directing a short film called Warning Labels, and I just secured my cast, so I'm very excited about that. Yeah, so I'm going to do that in a couple weeks.
That's awesome.
And then I'm working on a film right now called Locked In, and I'm playing Jennifer Jason Leigh's sister-in-law.
Nice.
And I've always been such a fan of hers, so I'm very excited to like be working with her and having scenes with her. And it's a little unofficial, but there's another project that I'm going to do in June with Kevin Bacon. So
you have so much going on.
I know, I'm very excited.
So
yeah.
Tell us about Locked In a little bit. What's it about?
Locked In is the follow-up to the last, and I can never say this, I'm going to sound crazy, the Amityville horror film.
Amityville?
I can't say it. I just call it Locked In because I can't say that word. But I love the script. It's just a really, really smart thriller and a great cast and creepy in all the right ways. And I've just been doing all the wardrobe fittings, and I had to have a life cast done of my head, which was kind of maybe the scariest thing I've ever done, actually, where, so they make a whole head of me that will look like me. It's like going into like the wax museum, but it would be just my head. I'm under like 5 inches of the silicone, and your mouth is covered and your eyes are closed and covered, and all that's open is just your nostrils. And so, and you have to sit there for 20 minutes, and they put layer on top of layer on top of layer.
What if you have the sniffles that day?
No way, can't do it. And I had to look concerned, so I was also trying to look concerned inside of all that and keep my mouth closed and like try to breathe and not panic. And then they were like, oh, so just so you know, we have to put this fabric around the outside as it solidifies, and it'll make you really hot. So I started to get so hot that then your heart's pounding. So then your heart rate is up. You're sweating under there. You're like trying not. Like, it was really. I'm really glad I didn't know what was going to happen before it happened, because I think it would have been one of those things where I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. And then there's going to be some like weird replica of my face like out there.
It'll be on eBay. You guys can buy it there, I'm sure. What's like your fine line? What's something you totally would absolutely never do?
Well, there was a time where on House we had an actor who had to be covered in maggots. And I think I have a line far before maggots, but maggots is a definite line.
Good thing we didn't bring our bucket of maggots.
Yeah.
That apparently wouldn't have gone well. Before we wrap this up, I want to ask you just a few quick questions, like better get to know you kind of questions. So the first one is, what's something that always makes you cry without fail?
Always makes me cry without fail. Most Disney movies. They are just so good at it. They just tug at your heartstrings. They like kill the parents, like Bambi, oh my God. Just, they kill the parents, and then you have to watch everybody go through all these crazy things, and then there's some big happy thing that happens at the end. And
that's why you're perfect for Once Upon a Time.
I'm such a sucker.
What's one trait that every man needs to have?
I would say loyalty.
Bouncing off of that a little bit, is it much harder dating in the limelight and in Hollywood?
I don't know. I mean, I think dating in general is probably complicated for everyone and anyone. I think that no matter what your job is or what your life is like or where you live, that there are different challenges based on every different circumstance. And so, obviously, I guess one of the challenges for actors and people in the business is that we have to move around a lot and we have to be away a lot. So in terms of time spent, that is definitely the challenge. But like I said, someone who lives somewhere else and has a different kind of job, I'm sure there's a different challenge that they face. Right. So I kind of just try to look at it like, everyone's life is their life, and you do the best you can.
The one will come along.
Yeah, someday.
They will. What's your favorite holiday tradition?
I would say probably the Thanksgiving meal, which we also repeat at Christmas. The turkey and the stuffing and the mashed potatoes. And there's just something so fun because no matter where we are, because sometimes we do Christmas in Chicago with my family or sometimes in New York or sometimes LA, depending on where we are.
Yeah.
But no matter where we are or who's hosting it, everyone gets involved in that. Everyone's a part of the cooking, so it becomes such a great family experience of everyone putting that meal together and then just being able to sit down and enjoy good food.
And that's the one day you don't have to feel guilty about stuffing your face.
Exactly. You just go for it.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
This is perfect for you, kind of like How I Met Your Mother reminiscent.
Yes.
Fill in the blank. When I'm sad, I
watch How I Met Your Mother.
Love it. What is your guilty pleasure?
Definitely Starbucks. I mean, that is my comfort. It has become more of my comfort working in Canada too, because it does rain a lot and it's very cold. So because we're outside a lot for the show, I go through a lot of chai lattes, like non-fat. Yeah, and I went from soy to non-fat, but it's just, there's something comforting about it. It's like warm, it's cozy, it's a familiar taste. No matter what city I'm in the world, I can get the same drink, you know.
I like it.
So I go through probably way more Starbucks. Thank you.
Happy birthday. It was her birthday 2 days ago. Well, a long time before this video, but yay, happy birthday, Jennifer.
Thank you. That is so cool.
Before I let you dig in, let me just ask you a few more of these.
I'm going to blow out the candle though, real quick.
Go. Did you make a wish?
I did. I did it.
That was a quick wish.
I made a quick wish. Okay. I was prepared with my wish. I have a set wish.
Oh, good. Okay. I won't ask what it is because you won't tell me. Okay, 3 more. In your opinion, what's your best physical trait?
My best physical trait? I don't know. I mean, I feel very lucky. I feel like I got some good genes. My parents are both very fit people who've always taken care of themselves, and so I feel very lucky that I come from that upbringing.
Yeah.
So like working out and things like that are kind of a lifestyle for me. I guess I would maybe say my arms.
Okay.
I don't know. It doesn't take that much for me to have like strong arms. So like I feel like I genetically was like prone to like, you know, I have a pretty easy road to nice arms, so I'm very lucky in that department.
It's not fair. You've been blonde and brunette. Who has more friends, blonde or brunette?
I don't know. But my favorite is red, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, like I think when I'm done with once, I will probably be red for a while. And I guess it depends on the jobs that I get or like what's going on. But I definitely, there's just something very playful about being a redhead, and I enjoy it. Like I always look forward to that.
Do you like those crazy colors that are coming in, like green and purple and all of that?
I don't know that that's for me. I like looking at it, and I like thinking that I would be brave enough to try it, but I feel like it's like the same way I feel about a tattoo. Like I love wearing tattoos as characters because I get to sort of feel like I have one for a little while, but I can't think of anything that I would put on my body that I wouldn't get sick of at some point.
Right.
So I also feel like I would be afraid if I like put green streaks in my hair that I'd wake up one day and be like, oh my God, get it out now. Like I would probably, like I'm so rash that I would probably just like cut it out of my hair, which would be a really bad idea.
That would be a really bad idea.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's for me, but I like when other people do it. Like I like that courage.
Yeah. I mean, some of them get their hair done on a daily basis anyway, so.
That's true.
Last question before I let you go. What is the hardest thing about fame?
It's so funny because I still don't really, I mean, I realize that I have a job where people like see what I do and know who I am, but like it always surprises me. I don't know. I think maybe that you could be like misunderstood at times. Like, you know, everyone's a person and everyone really is just a normal person. Like I'm no, you know, just because someone knows who I am because the TV show I'm on doesn't make me not a person.
Right.
And everybody has like a good moment and a bad moment or whatever. And I think that because people read into what people do when they know who you are, you could just be like, hey, no, I'm fine. And they'd be like, oh my God, she was so rude. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like you feel like you have to be a little bit overly conscientious about every interaction that you have with people because it's like they have a heightened awareness of the way you're interacting. So I try to be very conscientious about it, but you know, I know that there's got to be moments that were misinterpreted or people took the wrong way, and you know, you don't ever want to do that because I especially feel so grateful, especially for the fans and people who watch, because it's like, why I get to do what I love, you know, and so I really want to do my best to be appreciative of that and to give back in any way I can in those situations. But I guess it's just inevitable. I mean, you know, I am sure I'm guilty of thinking those things about other people too that I'm aware of, you know, and going like, oh, well, they were kind of short with me or, you know, whatever, and not realizing
everyone has
like.
a bad day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you are super sweet and we love you. That's why you are my girl crush. So thank you. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. I'm very honored to be a girl crush. It really, I was like, when you guys called, I was like, yes, that's awesome. Thank you.
Well, thank you. That's all for now, guys, but keep checking back for more interviews on SheKnows.com.